Okay, right, guys. Good morning, guys, all of you. Okay, right. So, in the last session, okay, we started to how to connect your Oracle database server, and later we said how to create a new user in your database, okay, in Oracle. So up to here we discussed in the last session, right? Now, so let me see, guys, here the next level. Okay. So what we said in the last session, once we created a new user, okay. So what it was happen? The user is created by administrator by using of some syntax here, and but that user, if you want to directly access here, so what it was happen? It was showing some error, and what it was saying, guys, here, the user U1 lacks create session privilege. Okay, so that means he can't go for to login. And we said that, okay, every new user we called as what now? Dummy user. So because initially when we want to create a user, so that user doesn't have any privileges and any permissions, it doesn't have it. Okay, right. But how to give the permissions to this user? By administrator. Okay, now. So now this user want to activate it here. Okay, so he need a permissions. Okay, and that permissions also the giving by who is this? Database administrator. So which permissions he want to give? Here observe. So now come out and see to open your SQL Plus. Okay, let me come out and see. So after, guys, here, when you want to enter username, let me see. So what is our username here? U1, and my password is what now? 123. But when he was entered and it was showing some user 1 lacks create session privileges. So that means he don't have a permission of connectivity. And now we need to give a connectivity permission to who you want to go for to connect means. So my default user is what now? System. And now I want to give it the password tiger. So once he will be connected here, okay, after connected, he will give us some permissions to this person. And the permission name is called as what now? Grant. So grant is one of the command, guys, here. Okay, so with the help of this command, so grant, which permission I have to give? Connector to which user? U1 user. Okay, then after that, so this granting permissions are given by admin to user 1. Okay, and after granting the connectivity permissions to U1, okay, and now based on this, now U1 will be connected now. So U1 and 1, 2, 3, and now he was connected. Understand now? Yes. So this is the mechanism, guys, here to whenever you want to go for to give a permissions to the user, and the administrators will go like this here. They will give a permissions now. Okay, now fine. And now, so I just take it this, and we are writing now. Okay. So what is here? Granting permissions. Granting connect. Okay. So privilege to user U1. User U1 by database administrator. The same as it is, you want to connect first of all with your, okay. So after that, so you have a syntax here to giving permissions. And what is the permission of this? Okay. So grant here, I want to send my privilege name. Okay. So privilege name to, I have to give my user name. Okay. And after that, so this example, we need to pass it here. So we are using grant and which permission guys here? Connect permission to my U1 user. So after getting the permissions here, the immediately the user will go for enter now. Okay. So now he will be entered and asking here, enter username. Okay. And you have to enter your username is U1 and enter password. Okay. Then the password is 123. And now he will be connected successfully. Okay. So this is what it was happen after taking the permissions from the administrator. Now you will be connect like this. Okay now? Right on. We can give all permissions also. Yes. Now this is first permission I was given. Connectivity permission. Okay. Only connectivity. Okay. Right. So in this, we are giving the granting to this user, which permissions guys here? Connect permissions. Here actually DCL language commands are there. In the future we will discuss, but here just a user creations purpose I'm showing this. Okay now? Later I will give the more information about the granting revoke commands, yes or no. So what kind of privileges are there? What are those? How many types? Okay, that all you will be discussed. But initially just user creation, how to create and how to give a connectivity permission to that user. That's it. Okay now? Fine. And now we can see after the user is successfully connected now. Okay. So now he want to see, okay, the view list. That means how many tables are there in your user databases. That means that this user, which user is login here and which user is connected. In this user, how many number of tables we have it here. If you want to see that information, so there is a one syntax is there guys here. The syntax will called as a to view the list of tables, okay, in user, in a specific user, in a specific in a specific user. So whenever you want to see the list of tables in a specific user, so what is your syntax, sir? Means my syntax will be, okay, so select star from, okay, and the table tab here I'm using. So whenever I want to pass to view the list of tables in a specific user, okay, so then you have to use the syntax guys here. The syntax name is select star from tab. Okay, and let me come. Just a moment, come out and see guys here. So I just connected here successfully to my Oracle, database. And after that, if I want to see my tables in this database now, can you tell me, is there any databases in this? Is there any is there any tables here? No. So as of now, because he's a newly, just now we created a new user, but this user is not having any table. Okay, so now he want to create a tables. Okay, now, and after creation of table, he can insert the data, he can update the data, delete, so selector. There are so many other activities he can do it. So that means this is first connectivity process. Okay. After connected, if you see this person is having any tables means never. So now if user one, suppose I'm the user one, so I need to store my business data. I need to store my personal data. Then how we can store it in RDBMS means we can store the data in RDBMS in the format of tables format. So RDBMS database is always storing the data into tabular formats. So now what I want to do, before I want to store my information, first I want to create a table. Okay, first I want to create a table. But how to create? The creating purpose, what we need. Okay, which language I'm using for creating of tables, insertion of data, updation of data, deletion of data, selection of data, writing some join queries, writing some sub queries, yes or no? So making some normalizations, relationships. So these are all kind of things if you want to do it here. So we need some language. Understand? Na? We need some language. Okay. And that language is what? Which language we are learning? SQL language. Okay, na? Right. So up to here, this is connectivity process. And in that particular user, do you want to view? Is there any tables are there or not there? Then you have to use this. Okay, right. So, but later you have some doubts. Sir, user is connected successfully. That's fine. But this user name U1 and the password was created by who? Database administrators. So now you have a question. Sir, if I want to change, that means I'm a user 1. I want to change my password. So can I change or not? Okay, na? Can I change or not? So if I want to change my password, because this password is created by who? Admin. Admin is defined this password, but I want to change my password now. Is it possible? Means yes, it is possible. Then how to change your password? Write down. So how to change password? So whenever you want to change the password, guys, here, okay. So first of all, the which user you want to change here? U1 user. So first you need to connect with your U1 user. So already I was connected here. My user is what now? U1. So already we connected, but already 1, 2, 3, this is defined by administrator. So now I want to change now. So if you want to change here, you just go to right now to enter. Okay. The statement is what now? Password. If you enter this password command, then what it was happen? Changing password for which one? U1. So now it is asking old password. So now I will enter my old password is what now? 1, 2, 3. Okay, right. Then after it was asking to me the new password, then I will give it here A, B, C. I was given. And I was entered the retype of your new password, then A, B, and C. I just entered. Then password successfully changed here. After changing, let me check out your password is changed or not. Then you have to send your U1, okay, and /1, 2, 3. If I'm giving what it was happening, you can see it is not connected. And it was saying what? Invalid username and password. So that means already the password is changes. So that's why we have to go for, so what is my newly password here for U1 user? A, B, C, and now it was connected. Okay, na? So this is the way if you want to change your password, you can change it. Okay, write down below. And here my old password 1, 2, 3, new password ABC, and retype of password ABC. Okay, right. So this is changing of your password. Okay. And suppose in the next level, suppose if you forgot it your password. Once you forgot it your password, okay, then how to recreate your password for your user. Okay, right. So that means the next one is called as what now? How to, okay, recreate a new password, for a user, if we forgot, if you forgot a password. Suppose you forgot it your password. Okay now. So then how to recreate your new password for user if you forgot it. So here we have a syntax guys here. So what is the syntax to create like here? So alt user, and I want to send my username, and here identified. So identified by and password. It's called a new password. Okay, fine. Let me come out and see. For example, my user one is there. So for this user one, the password is, I forgot it now. Then how I can go to recreate means, the recreating of passwords you will create it means your administrators will create it. So that means user is sending the request to admin. I forgot it my password. So please again recreate. So that is the reason to whom I want to connect here means first I want to connecting with the administrators. Okay. So system and admin password is what? Tiger. So he is the person, he will created your, you forgot it. Okay. But user myself, I can't create because I forgot it my user, your password now. I forgot it my password. So I can't log in, right or not? Yes or no? Yes. So we are sending request to whom? Administrators. So they will create it again. So they will create it like this here. So alter, which is here, user. Who is the username? U1. And I will say identified by U1. Previously how much? ABC. Previously what is that? ABC, but I forgot it. But now I was given U1. So now I'm going to execute it now. And user successfully altered. After altering here, let me come to your user. Now he was connected with the ABC. What it was happened? He will be connected or not? No, he was not connected. Because I don't actually, but I'm showing for your understanding purpose. Okay, right. So what is this user password now? What is this? Yes, U1. And now he will be connected. So this is when you forgot it, your password, then you should log in with the administrator, and administrator only creator to create your again recreation of your passwords. Okay. But yourself, you can't create your own passwords, right? So now this is the way you can do this. Okay. Let me come to here. Okay, right now. So first connect with your administrator and change your, that means create your password for user. Okay, right. So after that, you just come out and see your, okay, with the new password, are you login into your Oracle? Okay. So after with new password, are you login with your Oracle? Okay, right. So this is password creation. And suppose, do you want to forgot it, your username? Okay. Suppose you forgot it, your username also. Okay. Then how I can see my username? Okay. Now you can write this one. So how to view, okay, users in Oracle database. Okay. So whenever you want to view users in Oracle database, once if you want to know your username, what it is, and along with your username, some other users, how many people are there. So this kind of information, do you want to see it here? So still you have to go this syntax here. The syntax is called as, okay, select, and here I'm passing username from all underscore users. Here all underscore users is called as what now? Table name. It's called as a system defined table name. Okay. So with the help of this table, so we can see your all users information. Okay. So now select username from all users. The same syntax, but who will see this all users means, suppose if I will write the same syntax by user. So already user one is connected, right? So now I'm going to sing like this. What it was happen, you can see. So user name from, what is the table? All underscore users. When I'm using this one, you can see, yes, you will be see your user one is there now. There or not? Where it is? Yeah, here, this one. This is your username. Along with your username, some other users also there. So those are inbuilt users in our Oracle. And your, whatever you created, okay, that means administrator, whatever was created newly, the newly username is what now? U1. So you can see like this. Okay. And even though the users can, okay, they can see it. And even though, suppose I will go for with my administrator, who is this here? System. And okay, so he can also say it the same thing. So select what you want to say, username, okay, and from, so all underscore users. So now I just executed, so they can also see it here. Okay, now so they also can say it. So that means you can see yourself, okay, your usernames, okay, and also administrator also can say it. So the syntax will be same syntax they can use. Understand now? So now this is the way you can view your users now, right down below. Okay. Right. So after viewing your users, and you can check out your username and what it is. Okay. Right. And finally, suppose, do you want to drop your user? So how to drop user from Oracle database? Okay. Suppose. So finally, if you want to drop your user, so how we can drop it? And the syntax will be here. What is the syntax now? So my syntax will be drop user, and now I want to give my user name. Okay. And it was used here, cascade. Okay. Cascade is a clause, is a predefined clause, and that you can use drop user, username, cascade. Okay. So now we are dropping off users. When you come back here, so already suppose if user is connected here, what it was happen, you can see. Suppose I was connected U1 and U1. So I successfully connected. But myself, if I want to drop my user, so U1 and cascade to check out what it was happened here, you are saying that insufficient privileges. So that means yourself, you can't drop your user because already user is under activate. That means we are already login. So I was login and I want to delete my user. Is it possible like that? No, not possible. So that's why it was showing what? Insufficient privileges. You don't have a permissions to drop your user. Then who will drop? Administrators can be dropped here. So now I will be connecting with my administrator. Okay, I connected. And the same syntax I'm going to using guys here. So what is my syntax here? Drop user. And now I want to give username U1 and cascade to execute now. Now user is dropped. So this is the administrators can drop your users like this. Okay now? So this is how to dropping your user. Okay, right. So as of now, what we discuss in this introduction part of Oracle means how to create a new user by administrator. First admin to login, and after creation of user, later giving connectivity permissions to that user. User is connected. User can change password. Yes or no? And once user forgot it password, then how we can recreate your password, and user want to see their user name, then how we can see the usernames, and finally how to drop your user. So this is a pattern. So we should know it. Okay. Initially, whenever you want to working on Oracle. Okay, fine. And now see, this is what it was happened. But now I'm going to create our batch purpose. I will create one user in our database, and that user I will be used for entire our course. The whatever the 60 classes are there. So in this entire the course, I'm using that user. Clear now? So now don't write it, just observe. So now I'm going to taking guys here. So now we can see. So now let me see. First I have to connect with my administrators. Okay, so who is my admin here? So system, and the password is Tiger. So after that he will be created one new user. Create user. My username is mydb 11 am batch, and identified. Okay, so identified by mydb 11 am user. So this is what we can say, our user, our batch purpose I'm creating, and my remembering purpose I'm creating like this. Okay, so our batch username is what? mydb 11 am. What is your password? mydb 11 am. Okay, fine. So now the user is created. After created, that administrator will give it which permission? Connector. So connecting to whom? mydb 11 am user, he will be connected also. Okay, fine. Now I want to go for my user. So what is that? mydb 11 am / mydb 11 am. So I just connected. Okay, and after connected, what I said, now I want to create my own tables. Okay, for storage of my data purpose. So how to create a table means there we require some language commands, and that language what it is, now we will discuss. Okay, now understanding that clearly? Yes. And now we will go for the next part of this topic number. What is the topic number? 3, okay. So 2203-2020. So my topic number 3. What is our topic? SQL. Okay. So my topic is SQL. So Oracle introduction part is completed, guys, here. And now we enter into the third topic. Okay. Let me see. So what is SQL and what purpose this language we are going to be using, guys, here? Okay. And how this language queries are there, what are those, how it was again classified into some types here. Okay, that all we will discuss. So yeah, simply we can say, guys, here SQL stands for, what is the stand of SQL? SQL stands for, write down, continuously write down, okay, along with me, write down. SQL stands for structure, okay, structure query language. Structure query language, okay, and which is used, guys, which is used to communicate, which is used to communicate with the database, communicate with the database, okay. But the initial name of this SQL, guys, here, okay, the first name, okay, the people was introducing here, the first name of this, the first name or initial name of SQL, first name of or initial name of SQL is SQL, guys. What is this? SQL. So is it actually the first initially the people was introducing this language with the name of SQL. So a SQL stands for structure, S stands for structure, E stands for English, QUE stands for query, L stands for language. Structure English query language, and after that it will be renamed, okay. So later it will be what? Renamed, okay, renamed as, what is the renamed as? SQL. So who was renamed here and who was introducing this language means one of the company that is called what? IBM. So IBM is a company which was introducing this SQL language. And initially the name, the first name of SQL, they was called as a SQL, and later again it was renamed by your IBM as a SQL. Okay, and that's why nowadays some people are, when they are working in a companies, some people are calling SQL language, SQL language. Yes or no? So SQL language means, don't confuse, that is also nothing but SQL language. Okay, fine. And now, guys, here this SQL language, very important point here, it's not a case sensitive, because you know that some languages are having some case sensitive. For example, Java is there. Java is a case sensitive or in case sensitive? Case sensitive. So almost every language is a case sensitive generally. Yes or no? So same like this. When come to SQL language, when we are using SQL queries, when we are writing SQL queries, okay. So how we can write those queries here? Okay, and it is case sensitive or not? Means it is not a case sensitive, guide. SQL is not a case sensitive. Okay, not a case sensitive. Not a case sensitive. Here the mean of case sensitive. What does the mean by case sensitive? Come on. What does the mean by case sensitive? So we need to, when we are writing a query or when you are writing or developing some program, so we need to observe wherever I want to use capitals and small. For example, in your Java programs, can I write like this here? Static void, okay. So main, can I write like this? No. Is it working? No. Why? Yes, in the main method, M is not a capital. Okay, M should be small. Okay, so now when you give M should be small, okay, then only what was happen, guys, here, okay, it will be executed. Okay, so this kind of the way that identifications, capital, small, that kind of identifications we want to carefully observe when we are using some languages. So, but here SQL is not a case sensitive, I said. So that means whatever the SQL queries are there, the queries you can write in any manner. So for example, okay, not a case sensitive means what? For example, if you want to write one query,
all are in a capitals, okay, or all in small, like a select a star from EMP. If you want to write your query, all are in a capitals, select a star from EMP. Okay. If you want to write your query in the combination of capital and small, okay, select star and from, okay, EMP. So any manner you have to write either all are small case characters or uppercase characters, otherwise the combination of small and uppercase. So any manner you can write your query, that was not problem to you. Your query will be successfully executed because our language is not a case sensitive, and this point should be remembered. And the next one is what now? Your language is not a case sensitive, okay, but whatever the queries we written here, that every end of the query statement should be used what now? Semicolons. So this is mandatory. Okay, now? So what you say in Oracle SQL query, okay, should ends with what now? Semicolon. It's mandatory, guys. So without semicolon, your query should not execute here. Okay, that should be remembered. And now, so now later here observe this SQL language, guys. Here again we have some, okay, what we can say, guys, here some sub languages are there. So that sub language we will see, guys, here sub languages. Okay, sub languages of SQL. So SQL having some few sub languages here. So what are those? Let me see one by one. I will explain to you. And the first one is called as, guys, here. The first language is called as a data definition language. Okay. In the shortcut, this is we called as a DDL commands we called. Okay. And in this DDL, what it was comes here. So the some commands are there, like we have your, okay, create command, and we have your alter command. Next we have your rename command. Next we have it your truncate command, and next we have it your drop command. And along with this, some new features also introducing here. That's called a new features. The new features in DDL. So which was comes under DDL category. The first one is called as here recycle bin, and the second one is called as here, okay, so flashback, and third one is called as here purg. Okay, so these are the part of data definition language. And the second language what there, guys, here, that is called as a data manipulation language. Data manipulation language. So this is we called as DML language in shortcut we call. And in this we have few commands here. The first command is what now? Insert command. And now we have it here update command. And now we have it here delete command. And in this again we have is some new commands and the new features in DML. Okay, so those are called as what here? So insert all command, and one more command is called as what now? Match. So match command is one more. So these are comes under data manipulations here. And the third language, okay, so we called as here data, okay, so retrieval, data retrieval, okay, or else data query language. Okay, now so here we called as a DRL, otherwise even though we can say DQL. So any name through you can call it data retrieval or data query language. So in this we have only one command, guys, here, that was select. And the next one, fourth one, is called as what now? Transaction control language. And this is we called as a TCL. This is called as a TCL. And now the TCL, in this we have your commit command, and we have here rollback command, and we have your save point command. Okay, now that's fine. And the last language here called as data control language. The data controlling language. So this is we called as a DCL language commands we called. So now these language commands, the first one is called as what now? Grant command. And the second one is called as what? Revoke. Okay. So these are the total 5 languages and which is called as sub languages of SQL. And each language, what kind of commands we have it here, that all commands list. Okay, no? Right. Okay, fine. And guys, here observe. Every language commands are having some reason behind that. Okay, so what is that reasons and how these commands are used and work? Okay, so that idea that's called awareness, you should be know it, because these all commands, okay, we are going to be except this one, except this language, remaining the 4 languages commands are everybody they're using. Java students, .NET students, PHP students, Python students, okay, so Selenium testing people, DevOps, AWS, okay, data science people, Power BI, MSBI, okay, these Tabla, QuickView, they're all kind of people, all section of people, they can use this 4 languages commands. But what about this language, sir? So this language commands are using only, who is that? Database administrators, okay, not a developers, database administrators only this language commands are using. But still we will be learning what is grant and what is revoke, how administrators are using these commands in their real-time applications, and what, okay, how it was giving permissions to the users and cancelling the permissions, that all we will discuss. Okay, now, right. So now let me come out one by one language we will discuss. The first language here, what now? Okay, data definition language commands one by one, we will check it out. Okay, the first language. So in this language, the first command we are going to be discussing here, the create command we will discuss now. So what is my create command here? Observe. So basically this command, guys, here we are going to be using, guys, here. Okay, whenever you want to create, okay, so to create a new, okay, database object, okay, in Oracle, okay, you have to go to use this command. Okay, so here I said to create a new database object in Oracle. So here, what is the mean by database object, sir? Your database object is nothing but, guys, here, okay, maybe it may be what we can say tables. So maybe we can say tables, maybe we can say views, maybe we can say synonyms, maybe we can say procedures, maybe we can say function, maybe we can say trigger, etc. So these are all are called as, guys, here the new database objects we called. So in database, any type of object, these are all are called as a database objects. Any type of object, if you want to create here, compulsory which command I want to use? Create command. Okay, so like this all whatever we said, all I will show you practical how to create it in our classes. Okay, now, so every concept, what is view, what is synonym, what is procedure, trigger, this all we have it in our syllabus, all are we are going to be check out. Okay, so this is what, and in this, otherwise somebody saying that directly initial object of database is what now? Table. So that's why what they said, to create a new table, okay, in Oracle. Okay, so in Oracle database. So even though you can define your definition to create a new table in Oracle database, so there is nothing problem to you. Okay, now fine. But guys, here observe how to create a new table. and what is the syntax here. Okay, so now let me check out to take. Okay, syntax to create a new table. First we are discussing about tables, okay na? And later after we will go one by one. So how to create a new table in Oracle, okay, database. So what is the syntax for this? Okay, now my syntax will be like this, guys, here, carefully observe. So everything is a formula, create table, and I need to pass my table name, okay, of, and here we need to give to design your column name 1, and this is which type of column, the data type, and if it is required size, you should give it size here. And like this, you have to take column name 2, okay, comma, and here you have to give your data type now, okay. If it is needed size, you can give size, comma, and so on. Okay, right. So this is the creating of a table by using of create command. Okay, how to create it here. So now column name 1 data type and size, column name 2 data type and size, column name 3, 4, 5, like up to 1000 columns you can create in a table. Okay, your maximum limit is how much? 1000 columns you can create it. Now, so now I just go to create one new table in MyDB 11 AM user. Okay, let me see. But guys, here observe, suppose are you try to create your new table. Okay, sir, I'm creating create. Okay, as per my syntax table, my table name is, for example, student. So student of, so student means what kind of information I can store about student? Yeah, the student ID, the student ID. But student ID is which type of data? Integer. Okay. But integer data type supported in your Oracle? We are saying that student ID is integer type you can store. But integer is supported into your Oracle? No. Not supported, huh? Yes, sir? Yes or no? We don't know, sir. We don't know. Exactly. We don't know. Because as of now, we discuss about data types. No. Oracle is supported which type of data types you know? No. Okay. So that means what I want to do? First, we need to know about data types. And you should know that one point here. Every language is having its own data types. Yes or no? Yes or no? So Java, its own data type. .NET, its own data type. Yes or no? C, its own data type. C++, its own data type. Okay. So every language, how it was having its own data types. Okay. Same as when you come to your database also, and in your SQL language, okay, again here also having its own data types here. And very important point is what now? Oracle data types you can't use under MySQL. MySQL data types you can't use under Oracle. And Oracle data types you can't use under SQL Server. So some people are asking to me, sir, what is the differences between Oracle and MySQL, sir? Yes or no? Now onwards, everything is different. Okay, na? So why is the difference means Oracle having its own data types, its own functions, its own classes, its own operators. Yes or no? So like this. That's why don't compare one database to another. How you didn't compare Java.NET, can I compare here? No, because both are different technologies, different languages, having its own specifications, its own logics. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, so how you treated Java separate, .NET separate, Python separate, how you treated, here also Oracle is separate database. SQL Server is separate database. MySQL is separate database, like you have to remember. Because of reason, so maybe DDL queries, DML queries are same, but remaining will be changed. Okay, na? So that's what. So here, I have a syntax. I know syntax to create, how to create my table. But in the syntax to creating of tables, what is the main point here? Data type should know. Without data types, you can't design your tables. It's a very important point, remember. Okay, now, so without data types knowledge, we are unable to create a table in any database. Okay, it's impossible. Okay, right. So that's what I did here. Create table, table name I was given, column name I was given. But next what now? Should give us some data type. But I don't know which type of data types are supported by Oracle. Understand now? So that means what do you want to do? If you want to finish this work, first what I know? Data types I know. Okay, so that's why I stop it here. I stop it here to come back down. What is that? Text heading. What is heading? Data types of, okay, otherwise data types in Oracle. Okay, fine. And now tell me, what is data type? I think you all of you know. What is data type? Data type is a one attribute. That statement or attribute purpose is what? Why are you using your data types? Storing of some type of data. Yes or no? So which type of data do you want to store? The related data type we are using. But tell me guys here, in Java, without a data type, can I declare variable? Is it possible? No. So that means whenever you want to declare a variable, compulsory data type should be required now? Yes. Here also, whenever you want to create a column in a table, what should be required? Data type. And as per the database technology and database terminology, your data type means what it was, how it was defined means, here observe. It is a, write down. It is an attribute. It is an attribute which is used to store the type of, okay, which is stored, what type of data which will be stored, what type of data into a column, okay, which is used to store what type of data into a column. Okay, now? So now you can see your Oracle will having some data types. So first one we can say numeric data types. Take one by one. And the second one is called as a character or string data types. Character or string data types. And third one we called as here long data type. And the fourth one is called as here date data types. And the next one, fifth one, is called as here raw and long raw data types. And the sixth one we called as here lob data types. Here lob means what now? Large objects. Lob means large objects data type. Okay, right. So now let me see one by one. We will discuss. The first one we called as what now? Numeric data types. So numeric data types, again, it was two types guys here in this. First one is called as a integer, and we have a second one is called as what now? Number of P comma S. So these are the two data types which was comes under numeric category. So I think you all of you know integer data types. So can you tell me guys here, this data type will be stored, which format of data? Which format of data can I store? Integer format of data. So simple na? So I don't want to give much explanation on this. Storing which format? Integer values only. Integer format values only it can be stored. Okay. But guys here, in the latest versions of Oracle, what it was happen when I'm using integer data type at the time of column define or column creation. Okay, if I'm using integer, then internally your Oracle will be converting into number data type with the maximum size is 38 digits. Okay, so that means, for example, if I want to take here one column is there. For example, student ID column I was taken. On the student ID column, I was applied here integer data type. But what it will be take internally, okay, means it was taking here student ID integer place. What it will be convert number of size. How much size? 38. So this is internally converts here. Internally convert here. So in the latest versions. So that's why when I'm using integer, but after applying this integer, later you can see in the table structure, then this integer data type is converting into number of 38 size. Okay, here 38 size, it means what, sir? It's called a 38 digits. 38 digits of number you can save under this data type column. Okay, now, so that is what. So that's why I'm writing here one point here. What is that? When we use, okay, int data type at the time of table creation, internally, okay, at the time of table creation, internally, Oracle server is converting into number data type, with the maximum size is how many digits? 38 digits. With the maximum size is 38 digits. Okay, this example you can take now. And the next data type you are observed. Number of P comma S. So guys, here this data type will be saved and store two types of informations here. Okay, storing integer, okay, and what is that? Float values. So this data type will be stored the two types of formats of data. One integer format of data I can store, and also float expressions also I can store. But when it is so when it will be integer and when it will be float means, here observe. So when it will be integer means when we are using, guys, here, okay, so you have a number data type, number of P. So that means I'm giving only P value, but I'm not using S value. So when I'm using only P, then it will be store only integer. Storing only what? Integer here. Okay, now? So storing only integer. But whenever you wanted float value, then you must and should be give it here P comma S. Okay, you must and should be give it here P comma S. That means when I mention S value, then only float expression will be stored. If you not mention S value, then it will store only integer value. This is the point. So what I want to say, guys, here, storing here, what values here? Float values only. Okay, now? So this is the difference of number of P and number of P comma S. Okay, fine. But here, what is P and what is S? Let me see. So here, what is P? P is nothing but, guys, here, precision. P stands for what? Precision. Understand, na? Right. P stands for precision. So what is the mean by precision? Okay, let me see. Precision is nothing but, guys, here it was counting, okay, counting all digits. It was counting all digits, including left and right side, left and right sides, okay, of the given expression, So whatever the expression we just given there, so in that expression, in the left side and right side, how many number of digits we have it here, the total number of digits will be counting here, right? Now, so for example, let me see. Suppose I'm giving one expression here. My expression is 56.24. I was given some expression. In this expression, suppose I want to know what is my precision value in this expression means. Can you tell me, guys, here in this 56.24 expression, in the left side, how many digits? 2 digits. In the right side, 2 digits. 2 plus 2, 4. So that was we called as a precision. Understand now? So precision is equals to how much here? 4. So including left and right of your expression. Okay. For example, if I want to give in the next one is, okay, some information like this. Okay. One more expression I was given. The 6479.87. Okay. So now I'm asking in this expression, what is my precision? What is my precision? Yes, my
precision will be 6. So this is precision we need to identify. Okay. So like this, maximum precisions, how much here I said? 38 digits of number. You can store it. 38 digits of number you can.
Okay, now, right. So this is precision. And what about scale? What about scale? S stands for scale. And now the scale is nothing but, guys, here it will be counting only the right side values. So counting the right side digits, only. So the right side, how many digits are there in your expression? Those right side digits only counting here. For example, let you see I'm giving now 56.24 I was given, guys. So can you tell me what is my scale? Right side, how many? 2 values are there, scale 2. If I'm asking what is my precision? What is my precision? 4. Understand now? Now I'm giving the next expression. For example, in the next expression, I will take it here. Okay, if I'm asking what is the scale? What is the scale? Right side, how many? 3. So 3. And if I'm asking what is your precision? 8? Yeah, 5 plus 3, 8. Okay, now? So this is precision and scale counting of digits in your expression. Okay, now? Right. Write down. Okay. So the next type of data types is what? Character or string data types. So these all data types first I will discuss with you and later I will show you practically. Don't worry. Okay, now? Right. Next, take out here. Character or string data type. So basically this data types, okay, what kind of information will be stored? Any guessing, guys? Which kind of characters will be stored? Characters are? Okay, so for example, I will go for this one example to explain here. I'm creating employee name column. On this column, I was applied here. The char data type I was given, char of some size I was given now. So now this is one of my column in a table. So now into this column, suppose if I need to insert, okay, if I'm inserting here, okay, Sai, can I insert this value? Can I store this value? Sai, can I store in this employee name column? Yes? Okay. So it was showing what now? Error. So it is not storing. Why, sir? Why it is not storing? Why it was showing error? Means, here observe. But the same Sai expression, if I am giving along with my single quotes, then it is allowed. Then it is allowed. So now tell me, the first name and the second name, do you have any difference in these two? Or else both are same? Same, huh? Difference, huh? Okay, tell me. Second one is what? Second one is a character or second one is a string? String. Okay, second one is character. First one is what? Okay, first one is string. Okay, for example, in your Java, this is and this is. In Java, which is string? Second one string, huh? Then first one? Okay, so that means in your Java language, string means double quotes. When you put it double quotes, then we called as a string. Okay, now? So that was string. Okay. SCI is called a characters. It's called a characters. SCI with the quotes called a string. Okay, now? So now here, this is what now? Just characters. It is just now characters. This is not a characters. These are called what? String we called. It's not a character. It is called as what? String we called. But when I'm sending characters, it doesn't allow me. It was showing some error. But when I'm sending the same name with the single quotes, then it was allowed me. Okay. That means in this two, what is the difference means? This is not a string and this is string. So now tell me, character or string data types, which format of data can store? String format of data can store. Yes, so many students are confusing. Okay, so many students, what they think, character data types na. So that's why characters are storing. But characters are never store it. It was storing only string format data. So that means what I want to say, storing, write down, storing which format? String format data only. Storing string format data only. And here in database, string will be represented. Okay, string can be represented with what, guys? Here single quotes, guys, not a double quotes. Here very important point, remember. In database, string is nothing but single quotes. In your front end side, string is nothing but double quotes you are using, but double quotes are not supported in databases. Okay, databases, whenever you want to define your string, okay, you should use a single quotes only. Double quotes are not allowed here. Okay, this is a definition of this. Okay, so here I said the string format data only storing. Okay, but here string format of data, there are two types and two categories it was classified into in database. What is that? Let me see. The string format data I said, but this string format data again classified into two types here. So first one is called as a First one is called as a characters only string. Characters only string. Okay. And the second one is called as a alphanumeric. Second one is called as a alphanumeric, okay, string. Alphanumeric string. So your string, two types of strings. Characters only string, then alphanumeric string. What is the differences between characters only and alphanumeric? Okay, let me see. Characters only. Okay, characters only means here what kind of things I can use it. Means example, here I will be use it only capital A to capital Z, or else, okay, or else small a to small z. So that means only alphabets through I'm using here my string. Okay, like for example, okay, so examples of what now? For example, Sai, it can be accepted. Okay, like you can say, suppose another Smith, like it can be accepted. So these kind of things are called as a only characters, and with the which quotes here, single quotes. So that kind of things only accepting here. Then what about your, okay, then what about your alphanumeric? So basically, can you see guys here, alphanumeric nowadays you can see, if you go to prepare your passwords, user IDs and passwords, okay, and especially in banking sectors, if you have an online account, your online account password, once you recall, anybody if you have it, then once recall. So in your password, what it was happen, one character will be there, uppercase, and one lowercase, one special character, one number. And even though some websites, when you go to created your password, only characters, it's not accepted. And in the beside of your password, one hint was there. So what is the hint? Your password should contain one uppercase, one lowercase, one number, one special character should be. Yes or no? So the kind of hints are there. Anybody identified in your web applications? So that is called as what now? Alphanumeric. So that kind of passwords. Otherwise, you can see nowadays PAN card numbers are there. It is also password. Nowadays, you can see student all ticket numbers. That is also called as a alphanumeric. Okay, now, so any combination of this, if you have it here, that is called as alphanumeric. So now in this, what it was comes means it was comes here, capital A to capital Z, or else small a to small z. Okay, now, comma, next 0 to 9 numbers, comma, next what it was there? So at the rate symbol, add symbol, okay, dollar symbol, percentile symbol, ampersandage symbol, underscore symbol, etc. So these all combination we called as what now? Alphanumeric we called. And alphanumeric best examples are what, sir? There are so many examples are there. Okay, suppose I'm going to writing like this. sai123@gmail.com. Is it right? Can I say it is alphanumeric? Yes. So this kind of things we can say. Okay. And nowadays we can see vehicle numbers also there. Okay. In vehicle numbers also we have it like this. For example, some TS09. Okay. So BR some number will be like this. Okay. Now, so this is what this kind of things are called as a alphanumerics we call. Any combination of two. Okay. Now. Right. So these two types of data, I can store it under which type of data types, guys? Character or string data types. Okay. Either purely alphabet strings you can use. Otherwise, the combination of these any two, you can save it. The both kind of things will be happening. Okay. This is the definition of your string data type. And now in the string data type, again, how many types it was classified here? Okay, right. And those types here observe. Right on. Types of character data types. Types of character data types. So here there are two types of data types, guys. Here, first one we called as a non-unique code data types, and second one is called as a unique code data types. Unique code data types. Okay, non-uni and uni. So here, what is the differences between non-uni? So stand off this non-universal characters. Universal characters. So non-universal, universal. The both kind of string characters I can store. But here the point is, so many people are asking, what is the differences between them? Okay, what are those? Okay, why we called it is a non-uni and why we called it is a uni? What it was comes under non-uni? What it was comes under uni? Yes or no? So this kind of some doubts we have it here, right? So those doubts we will discuss tomorrow. Suspense. Right. Okay, guys. Then types of Unicode and non-Unicode we will discuss on tomorrow's session. And I think here in yesterday my people are sent it. So here 11 a.m. batch here already. If you join this. So already two things will uploaded, guys, here. One is your Oracle software link and installation video. First it was uploaded yesterday, and along with the introduction to DBMS main notes. The main notes is having PDF, but as of now the running notes, whatever it was there, so that we will upload it here. Okay, now? So along with the running notes, and you will get introduction to Oracle notes also. The both you will be get it. And now I'm going to upload it here after this class. Okay, right. So already taken a Google Classroom, all of you. So Noah, why? No, you have to here outside some admin was there, Mr. Arvind. You just go and call that Mr. Talk to him. Okay, suppose if you wanted this, you can just inform them, and he will give one number to you. Okay. So take from them, okay? So, and the people already, there are 310 people came here already. So already 310 students are added in this. Okay, then who are remaining people? You just go to add. Okay, now? Got it? You didn't get it as of now. Boys, all of you get it? Your Google Classroom? All of you. So girls? So you, some people are, okay. So who didn't get it, just go to talk to him, okay. And he will give some number, okay now. Sandeep, some number is there now. Surendra. So he will give it, guys, okay. Right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
In Oracle string, why use single quote and in Java use double quote?